Hello, everyone, and welcome to another series for lecture series for sequencing series. We today will be adding more ideas to what you already know. But before we start everything, there is a question under EP, which sought to ask you to find um, the number of terms or something. Yeah, so. Um, I'm going to pick up your opinions. Like I said earlier, I received some solutions from you, but I think two of you wilder than patience. But I don't believe it's coming from you, so you would have to explain that. You're gonna dictate. I write a question, then we discuss that before I do what I have to do today. Yeah, so patience, you can go ahead. Dictate to me.
Be consecutive tens of
Can you
an
say that
AP.
again?
Be consecutive tens.
Three.
Of an AP.
Mhm.
So have some 15 and so that's 80. 80
Mhm.
and 80. Find the number.
I think it's find the numbers, not the number.
You know this.
Okay. Now, these girls came up with some consecutive terms. It's right. I'm just curious how they did that. Because originally, if you're following what I have taught you, you would be thinking a certain kind of way. What they chose is like way more advanced. I'm just curious as a teacher. Yeah. How they got that. Yeah, I don't believe they did that themselves. So now the floor is yours, talk to me. Or you reference from past questions and notice that all the time the consecutive terms they come up with is like x minus y. I think that's all you were all using, right? X minus y, x, and then x plus y. How did you arrive at this? Patience, you also use the same thing, am I correct?
Yes,
So how did you arrive at this? So they use these as consecutive terms.
then I have a past.
Come again.
I have a past question at home, so I use the reference for the past question.
Okay, it's clear. Who is speaking? That's very honest. Who is speaking? Hello, who was speaking?
Will that?
All right. So first of all, well, so do you understand all what all of this is?
A little bit.
A little
Yes,
bit.
I do.
So it may appear to you that where did you get an x minus y, x and x plus y from? Right? You may wonder. That will look so.
There's
Mhm, mhm. I can't hear you. What were you saying?
that I didn't get what's
Okay, yeah, so you may want
Yes.
it will,
I didn't get what she said.
yeah, so it will make you wonder how did they come up with these as consecutive terms? And the next thing you do is that then let me memorize. Anytime I make consecutive terms, I should use this. And the last thing to cap it is now you conclude that math is like complex. It's not reasonable. The concepts are not reasonable. Can you hear everything I'm saying? There's a problem with your network. Fix it. Begin with, you must ask yourself what the word consecutive, what does it mean? So look it up. What does consecutive means? Don't waste my time.
Following each other continuously.
Good. Let's look at counting numbers. Do you know counting numbers? They start from zero. Let's look at counting numbers in a chronological order. In in I mean from how it should be lowest to highest. The word I use is chronological. I think someone should check this out for us if the spelling is right. There should be an R somewhere. You guys are just too slow. I wonder how you use your devices, huh?
Following the order in which they occur.
I asked for the spelling first. Yeah, so we are looking at, yeah, following the order in which, yeah, so we are looking at counting numbers. How, how the order it should be. So from zero, counting numbers go on. 0, one, go on, be fast. Yeah, 4, 5, and so on and so we're looking at counting numbers in a chronological order, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Now let's look at consecutive numbers from counting numbers. So now read the definition for consecutive. Read the definition for consecutive, then we can talk about this.
Following each other continuously.
So following each other continuously. I'm giving you 1 minute, less than 1 minute. Think about it, 30 seconds. Following each other continuously. So now if you take counting numbers, 3, 5, 2, are they consecutive? These list of numbers have given 3. Look at this. We are looking at counting numbers, by the way. Are these consecutive? The first one. You can ask him to read the definition for consecutive again.
Following each other continuously.
Yeah, so are these consecutive? The first one. Hmm?
No.
The second one.
Yes.
So when we talk of consecutive, it doesn't matter where you're picking the number from, but just make sure that what must be the next is the next. Do you understand? Yeah, they must be consecutive. They must be following each other. Okay. They must be following each other. So that is it. And you remember AP, right? AP has to do with arithmetic progression has to do with that sequence, the next term, to get the next term, a certain constant is added, right? Or subtracted. Mm? That's what AP is about, right? Yeah. And in an AP, the first term is what? The very first term is denoted with a symbol what?
A.
Yeah. How would you get a second term?
By adding the common difference to the actual number, to the first number.
Yeah, so say, what you said, can you transcribe it to writings? The same thing. How will it look like? To get a second term, just know your first term, right? Add a common difference with you're good. I would mean.
Yes, yes.
Can you force and tell me the third term? You can even use the formula and you still arrive at some variables, which is cool. Can you force and generate the third term for me? You know the general formula, right? To calculate the n term, right?
Yes.
So can you force and get me the third term? If you do it well, you get a plus 2d. It's that same formula which is birthing all of these, but you can see the general formula is n term is equal to a plus what? N minus 1d. You already know the first term is a, but you assuming you do not know. First term will be u1. So that will be ay plus n will be what? You are looking for first term, so n will be what?
1.
Minus 1, right? D. A plus 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 times any number is 0. It's a plus 0. Is it not e? So first term is what? E. If you do the same thing, the second term, you did it yourself by the same formula will birth that. So to find the second term, yes, you do it and let me know. What is the formula?
A plus in brackets 2 minus 1 minus.
Mm, 2 minus 1.
D.
So that'll be a plus 1d. 1d is the same as what d. You see, you got that right. So can you now find the third term for me?
Yes.
So that'll be a plus what?
Minus 1D.
Yeah. So that'll be a plus 2d, right? You see, you got that. So in an AP, the first term is a, second term is all about adding the common difference, the constant way, right? To get the third term, you use a formula. And I believe you can get the fourth term, right? Are these
Yes.
consecutive? Are these consecutive? Even though they are variables, are they consecutive? They are. They are, right? Because A is first term, the next term is A plus D. Just add the common, because that's what AP is about, right? Are they consecutive? Do you agree?
Yes.
So you don't know the first three terms. Consecutive means from this one, you must move to the next, and the next, and the next. So you can use this one as what? Your consecutive terms. So that means considering the AP from the start. Someone can also, what's the fourth term? So if you follow,
Yes.
yeah, if you follow the trend, fourth term will be A plus 3D. What will be fifth term?
4D. A plus 4D.
A plus 4D. What will be the sixth term? A plus 5D. Listen to me. I'm teaching you good mathematics. Now, if you read the question and it says in an AP, the first three or the starting three consecutive terms have some 15 product 18, the product is 18, meaning they are saying that like the introductory terms, then that means that your consecutive terms we have to look at like the first three terms, so you consider this one a plus z, right? Because like in every AP the first term is what a, to get the next, this is what you must have. If the question is not like that and it's general, that in an AP, no, in an AP, three consecutive terms. We didn't say three introductory terms or three middle terms, like the terms at the middle, or three terms at the end, or so. We said three consecutive terms. In an AP, three consecutive terms have some, then you can choose anything, any numbers as your consecutive term. So someone can use a plus z, a plus 2d. Someone can also use a plus 3. So someone can use a plus 3d, a plus 4d, a plus 5d. What matters is they must be consecutive, right? And you get the same answer. Any question? Now we're going to start work. So patience, this was a correction. Let the yeah, let the consecutive is the same thing, right? Just one space. So let the consecutive terms be a, a plus d, a plus 2d. Now, I think the question did not limit. It just said, yeah, it said three consecutive terms of an AP. So yeah. All right. So now that you know your three consecutive terms, they said they have sum. Sum means what? Add and product 80. So sum, you pick them. So a plus, the terms were a plus z, right? And then a plus 2d. So add them. When you add them, they said the sum is what? 15. Let's simplify and name it as equation 1 before we come to product. Now, Rahel, I want you to help me out. Add them for me.
3A
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
plus 3D
Mm-hmm. And you
50.
name it as equation 1. Because my board is so small, I would always encourage you to increase no, write the question so that you don't have to be worried about. So I think we have to see the question from the top and that. Number two, I see that your projection on the board is very small. You're still not utilizing the projector very well. If you're doing it well, it should cover the whole board, like a greater
Yes.
portion of it. So go to YouTube and look it up and then do so. Put the projector's name on YouTube. It will show you how to do that. You only do it to occupy just a small space on the board. That's not how it's done. It must be able to occupy the whole board. And the lightning should be very sharp. So do that. Anyway, but you do that. You do that. You do that. Uh, I wanted to say something, but I'm recording, so I'll stop. I'll not talk about that. Um, what's the next? So now we are done with sum. There is no job. Let's come to product. Safia, talk to me. It says that three consecutive terms have product 80. So help me with product. You already know the three consecutive terms, so help me. Safia. Well done.
The more you bring it back,
Hmm?
are you getting my point? So the more it comes back, the more you get the side. At least so that's the target. But if they come back, yeah, and if it
Huh?
Step time again.
We are done. The question is the question all the time we break the question down. It says have some 15. We are done. Product, go on.
A plus A times
Hmm?
A times A plus Z times A plus
No, wait. A
2B.
times A plus D times what?
A plus 2B.
A plus, huh?
2D.
Yeah. People will be speaking to yourself. Yeah, it's equal to 18. Now, now you see, it's three things we are multiplying here. So, you know what? Deal with these two brackets first. When you are done, then A is multiplying everything, but let's deal with these two brackets first. Then we'll come and consider the A. So that'll be A. Andrew, whatever you were saying is, I believe you've seen the correction.
Yeah.
Now, this is called removing, no, sorry, multiplication of two binomials, right? So when you have A plus D, A plus 2D, I believe you know how to do this, right?
Yes.
A will multiply everything in the next bracket. Safia asked the question, you never replied. D into bracket A plus 2D. Yeah. So now you expand. So view it like this and expand for me. Let's put it here. We are putting them here. Go on. A times A is what?
A square
Go on. A times
plus
2D
2A
plus AD plus 2D what? Square. It's equal to 80. So here is the thing. Let me be honest with you. This is going to be a bit long, right? But this is where the logical sense is from. Okay, this stems from what you know. Then now you okay with this and know that, oh, it's not rocket science. This is the usual thing we know. I know. Okay. And you can be able to solve questions like this. Then I can possibly give you other shortcuts. Like what they use and they don't even know how they got that. You get me? Now you have this wisdom. Okay, so you have int, right? Let's solve what's inside first. Inside, you see AD, so you can work it out. So that'll be 3AD plus what? 2D squared. Then now you can expand. Let's expand. What are you getting? Hmm? Expand the bracket. You mean you can expand this bracket?
plus 3A squared D,
What
sorry,
did you say?
A cube
Mm-hmm.
plus 3A D
Mm-hmm.
plus 2A D squared.
Who was speaking? Who was speaking?
So
Hmm? Who was speaking?
Abidjan.
Okay. So this equation what? 2. So now that you have this, now we're thinking of how to solve these two equations. You understand? Because they all have variables. So here, the best to go about this is to use substitution, the one I told you, right? You make A the subject or B or D the subject, whichever one I mean you're comfortable with. Which one do we do? Are you okay with the A? Make A the subject in equation what? 1. Now let's make A the subject in equation 1. So I'm just looking for, okay, it's fine. So you have 3A equation 1 is 3A plus 3D equals what? 15. 3A is equal to 15 minus what? 3D. So if you are to make A the subject, what do you do? A is equal to what? 15, minus 3D, right? You divide every part by 3. Who don't understand this? It's important to understand what I just did now. Are we all cool? Hello.
Dead.
Now we are just using pure algebra. Now you put, what should we do? I think I have to stop and be asking you a question. What should we do? Hmm? I barely hear you guys. What should we do? Hello.
The guy is speaking. Oh,
What did you say?
someone was talking, but I couldn't hear. So you could let
Yeah.
them.
What do we do from here?
So the answer we got for the first equation. I'm going to put it in the second equation, which is the A. You will change it with the answer you get.
I may not understand you.
Okay,
Put it down right.
in the second equation.
Put what?
A into equation.
A
So I have
equals
a question.
15 minus. Hold on with your question. Into equation 2. Ask your question.
Is there a way you can simplify A because
Mm.
it's a fact
Uh,
variable?
we can use this one. You know me, I'm a teacher, so my algebra is not flawed. But what she's saying too is wise. I can see when you attempt to simplify to be nice, but should we?
Yes.
But what if the question you are getting it cannot be simplified? Will you be able to carry on? I can simplify this one, oh. But what if the question you have it cannot be simplified? Would you be able to carry on with fraction?
Yes.
Because I could do that. That's why I didn't really care. Okay, fine. So this is what happens. When you have all these divided by 3, it means 15 is divided by 3. 3D also is divided by what? 3. That's what it means. Do you understand? And 15 over 3 can give you a value. 3 is divisible, right? So I think it's 5. And 3 cancels 3, right? So it will be 5 minus D. It looks sweet now. Put A equals 5 minus D into equation what? 2. Yeah. So equation 2 is what? A, you know equation 2 is AQ plus 3A squared D plus 2AD squared. Now let's substitute. Go ahead.
5 minus D.
Hold on. 5 minus D what? Cube plus
5 minus D square. D
correct.
plus 5 minus D square.
Good. Then we simplify this. So let's look at the answer for, I hope no one is confused.
Yes.
Andrews,
Yeah, following.
are you confused?
No.
Okay. Let's look at simplification for 5 minus D cube. In algebra, what this means is what? 5 minus 3, right? Times 5 minus 3 times 5 minus 3. This is what it means. Do you understand? Price of 5 minus 3. That's why you say cube. Now, 5 minus 3 can be left to stand. Then let's deal with this one. This one now, you know, right? We just did one here. We just did one where? I'm saying we just did one here. Yeah, here. We just did one here, right? It's multiplication of two binomials. So the 5 here will multiply everything here. Then the minus 3 will also come and do same, right? So 5 times 5 is what? 25, right? Minus 5 times 3 is what? 15, isn't it? Hey, hold on. Variable will be one more, or it's 5 minus what? D cube. I'm writing 5 minus 3 and no one is talking about it. Have you guys eaten?
No, sir. It's
Uh, I've also not eaten all, so don't worry. You are not human better than me. Keep quiet and let's all suffer. Or you want to go and buy rice?
I think it's better.
Yeah. Okay, so if you want to go, you can let me know. So 5 times 5 is what? 25 minus 5D, right? Because this 5 will multiply everything there. Then now let's come to minus D. To also multiply that, it will be minus 5 for to D. Minus meet minus is plus what to D what squared, isn't it? Right? You have 5 minus D. Hmm? Yeah. 5 minus D times what? Times, oh, what's going on? Times 25 minus 5D minus 5D is minus what? 10D plus D squared. Then now 5 minus D will now come and expand it. Let me know if you have question. Any question here? Because it's a long solution, we'll just come and put the simplification there. Examiners will not be interested in how we expanded it. Because people can use something called binomial theorem to just expand this easily, right? So they will not be interested in how you expanded that portion here. Let me know if you're okay with this before I can move on. This is not part of the solution, it's just some jota work. Can I move on?
Yeah.
So now expanding this one to is still multiplication of two binomials. So 5 will multiply everything same as the minus d. You see? So you have 5 times 25, which is what?
125.
You sure?
5 times 25. One twenty five.
Yeah. So minus 5 times 10d, that's what? Minus 50 what? D, right? Plus 5 times 10d squared, that's what? 50d what? Squared. Then you come to the minus d, you do same. Minus d times 25 is minus 25 what? D. Minus d times minus 10 will be what? Plus 10d squared, right? Then minus d plus 10d squared will be plus 10 what? D what? Cube. You see? Yeah. Then, okay, d squared is here, d squared is here, right? Is this minus? Um, no. I think I've made a mistake. Oh. Minus 25d plus, oh yeah, it's correct. Okay. Okay, this guy. So if you have to simplify this, if you have to, let me isolate this for you. Now, if you have to simplify this, I think the only number there is 125. So 125 d squared, 50d squared plus 10d squared of what? Plus 60d squared. We are done with d squared. Let's come to the d. Minus 50 minus 25 is what? Minus 75. So that will be minus 75d. So we are done with the d. Then plus what? 10d cubed. That's a simplification. Now I'm going to pause here. So now 5 minus d cubed, I'm done. Analyze the solution. Come and put it there yourself. Continue the solution to the end and tell me what you get for the d. If you arrive at any quadratic, you can pause. Do it to the end. I'm going to pause here. Do it to the end. And now I'm just going to speed you on like that. I'm going to do it myself. And you get to know that, oh yeah, um, oh, that's the solution. You understand what is going on. So I'm going to pause here. So I am going to just do that and speed it up. Watch for where you've made mistakes. But do you continue it at all, or you are just sitting there?
Yeah, we're going to learn everything again
Come
because
again.
we're going to learn everything again because
You
in your
you were what?
we're going to learn everything again because in your solution for the 5 minus d squared d yeah, the part where we solve the 5 minus d squared is a little bit confusing where the 10d squared came from, like the 10 in front of the d squared.
You mean you have a problem with the expansion here? 5
Yeah,
minus d cubed. You have a problem. It's 5 minus d cubed. You have a problem there, and you need some explanation.
there's a portion where you solve the 5 minus d squared.
No, I said, you mean this area, is it not this area?
Yeah, there's
Okay, so I'm saying 5 minus d cubed means 5 minus d, 5 minus d, 5 minus d multiply. Okay, um, now let's have 5 minus d at one side and deal with the 2 bracket. So that will be 5 is 5 minus d all cubed. It's 5 minus d cubed. And I'm saying it's the same as 5 minus d, 5 minus d, 5 minus d. Do you agree with me here? Okay, now maintain 5 minus d. Maintain 5 minus d. Open a big bracket and deal with that 2 there. So that will be 5 times 5 minus d. Deal with the 2 bracket. And you know the 2 brackets, when you have 2 brackets multiplying one another, the elements here multiply everything here. Minus d will also do same. So that'll be 5 times what? 5 minus d. Then minus d will also multiply 5 minus what? D. Minus d is what? If you pick 5, you use it to multiply everything here. You'll be left with minus d. So that's minus d you see here. That will also multiply everything in that bracket. Do you get it? Can we move on? Now, so you have your 5 minus d. So this 5 times 5 is 25. Minus 5 times d is 5d. Minus d times 5 is 5d. Minus d times minus d. That minus meeting that minus would be plus. D times d is what? D squared. Now simplify what's in a bracket first before you do anything. You have 25 minus 5 minus 5d minus 5d is what? Hmm?
Minus 10.
Minus 10d plus d squared. Now you have 5 minus d multiplying all of that, right? Now it's the same thing we are doing. 2 brackets multiplying themselves. That would mean you pick one element here, which is 5, use it to multiply everything in the other bracket. You see? That's how we do it. Then you pick your minus d, you use it to multiply everything in the other bracket. Do you have any question about this? Can study it. If you pick 5, you are left a minus d. That's a minus d here. 5 should multiply everything in the other bracket. Same applies to minus d. Any question? So now 5 times 25
Okay. 1, 2,
is
7.
125. Yeah, someone is calling me. Is someone calling me?
No, say.
Minus
But you call. Feel free to ask your question. Hmm?
5 times 10d is 50d.
No,
Plus 5 times d squared is what? 5d squared. Are you following?
yes, sir.
If you have a question and you don't tell me, you are on your own. Oh. Minus D times 25 is what? 25 for D. Minus me minus is plus. D times 10D is what? 10D squared. Minus meets plus is minus. D times D squared is what? D what? Cube, right? Then now you simplify what must be simple. So 125 is a number. If you see any number in that list expression, go and add or subtract it to it, right? But there is no number there. Any number you see has a variable and it's not a like term. In algebra, you can only add and subtract like terms. For us to be like terms, if in case you have a variable, then your variable must be the same as what I have. So 125 don't have a like term, so 125. Look at this. A number with D. Is there any number with D? Of course it is. So these two are like terms. It's not a like term to 5D squared because it has a D by a squared. I am not squared, so we are not like terms. So now the like terms are minus 50D and then minus 25D. Now let's solve. Minus 50 minus 25. What's the answer? Minus 50 minus 25 is 70 minus 75. Do it on your calculator. Min-
75.
yeah, minus 75. Then in algebra, it says if we are like terms, just add and subtract the numbers. The answer you get, then you choose one of the variables because we are like terms. So let's write one of us. So D. We are done. Now let's go. D squared. Look for anything having D squared, which is this one. So let me use the red ink. So 5D squared plus 10D squared are also like terms. They also like terms. So 5 plus 10 is what? 15. So plus 15, then yeah, D squared, D squared. So you choose one. Then minus, now I think we're done. So D cube, there is nothing with D cube, so we are done. So 125 plus, I think I made a mistake, minus 75 D plus, I made a mistake. Hmm. I made a mistake with the earlier solution. I just don't know what was wrong. Let me pause and review this. The earlier The one we did earlier, I don't know where the problem is. Maybe when you are listening to the video again, you identify it. I don't know, but this is correct. I probably was rushing over it. All right, so this one is gonna be, so now it's simplify. I 125 minus 75D plus 15 what? D squared minus D cubed. Then plus. Now let's expand this. So this one will be 3. Now 5 minus z all squared. If you do it properly, that's gonna give you that's gonna give you 25 minus 10 d minus d squared. Yeah. If you do it properly, that's what you're gonna do. Remember there is a d there. We can even bring the d here. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I'll explain. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. So you see, there is a D behind. So I prefer to join the D to the 3 and deal with what's in the bracket. Yeah, it's the same thing. This a short way to approve that. It's 5 minus D. Isn't all 5 minus D all squared? Can you see? We are solving the next one. 3D is behind 3D, 5 minus D squared. We are simplifying that. Are you following? Are you following? Hello. Yeah, so it's what you know. 5 minus d all squared. What does it mean? It means 5 minus d times 5 minus d. Now I'm giving you some moment. Solve this. 5 minus d times 5 minus d. Solve this and see if you will not get this answer. Solve this. You pick 5, use it to multiply everything here. Then you pick minus d, use it to multiply everything there. So solve it now. It looks like I'm even doing it myself. That'll be 25, right? Minus, go on.
Then B plus B square.
25 minus what?
Five minus five, five.
Mm-hmm.
Minus five.
Plus
Plus
what? Plus what? I'm sorry. Plus what?
square.
D squared. So, yeah, so you are getting 25 minus, that'll be what? 10d, right? Got dd. So minus 5. If you put it on the calculator, it's 10 minus 10d plus d squared. Okay.
Yes.
So that's what I did. Oh man, why am I making errors? It should have been plus. I'm sorry. Why am I making errors? 25 minus 10d plus d squared. I don't. Okay, can we move on? So that was just by the way. So we are done with that bracket. Then the next one is plus. The next one is plus. We are looking at this one. Hmm? So it's 2d squared, right? Yeah, we have, if you work closely, it's 2d squared. Let's do it properly. 2. I've added a d squared to it. Yeah, then what? 5 minus d, right? Yeah, that's it. It's equal to 80. So now you understand this portion. I want to clean it off. Yeah, it's equal to 80. I hate to make errors. Okay, let's move on. So yeah, it's about expanding the brackets and then grouping like them. Nothing really hard. 125 minus 75 what? D plus 15 d squared minus d cubed plus, let's expand this. 25 times 3 is what? 75. So 75d minus 3d times 10d will be 30d squared, right? 30d squared. Then plus 3d times 3d is what? 3d what? Cube, isn't it? Plus, now if you are expanding that side, that's going to be 2d squared times 5 will be 5, 2 is what? 10. 10d squared minus 2d squared times this one will be 2d what? Cube, isn't it? Equals your 80. Can I clean that portion off?
Yes.
Okay, because the same thing, So it's equal to 80. Okay. Then now here at this point, just yeah, I come to solve. So the light terms to solve them. So I'll use different inks for you to see. So let's start with the d cube first, right? This is a d cube. This is also a d cube. This is also a d cube. Yeah, done. So let's solve them. So you have deal with the numbers. So it's minus 1 d cube. So minus 1 plus 3. Minus 1 plus 3 is what? 2. Okay, then now 2 minus 2 is what? 3, 0. Do you understand? So all these so and so d cube is 0. So like d cube no longer exists. Hello, are you with me? Because there is 1 in front here. So minus is like -1 plus what? 3 minus 2. Do this on a calculator. What are you getting? It's 0. So you are having the answer is 0 d cube. 0 d cube is the same as 0. So we are done with that. Let's move on. Let's come to d squared. I'll use a black ink. So we have d squared here. We have d squared here, right? We also have d squared here. We are done. 15 plus 15 minus 30. Do you see the ink difference? 15 minus 30 plus 10. What did you get? -5 what? D squared. Simple. Yeah, so we are done with the d squared. Let's come to d. So 1, this is d, this is d. Is there any d again? I think we are done. Yeah. Let's deal with them. -75 plus 75. That's also nothing. You see, -75 plus 75 is 0. 0d is 0. Let's come to numbers. The number left is 125, right? So it's positive. So plus 125 is equal to 80. So it will be -5d squared is equal to what? 80 minus what? 125. -5d squared is equal to 80 minus 125. Minus what? 45, right? So you agree that. So what do you do to get a D? First, you have to clear whichever one is attached to it. So that would mean taking away the -5, -5. It will cancel. So now I have d squared, right? It's equal to minus cancel minus 5 into 45 is what? Is it 9?
Yes.
Then now to find d, you have to take square root, right?
Yes.
So d will be equal to 3.
Plus.
Now that you have d, you can put it anywhere, you get a. So put d is equal to what? 3 into equation. Let's go and look for an equation, a simple one. I think equation 1 looks simple. We'll go there to find out. Equation 1 was simplest.
Yes.
3a plus 3d equals 15. Equation 1 is simplest. It's what? 3a plus 3d equals what? 15, eh?
Yes.
So that would be 3a plus 3 times 3 equals 15. So that would be 3a plus 9 equals 15. 3a is equal to 15 minus 9 is what? Is it 6? A is equal to 6 over, is it 6?
Yes.
So a is equal to 6 over 3. A is equal to 2. Now I don't know what the question was about. It says that find the numbers. So say 3 consecutive terms, right? So therefore, the numbers are A is what? 2. So first term A. The next one will be 2 plus 3, which is 5. And the next one is what? 5 plus what? The common difference is still 3, which is what? 8. Yeah. So, yeah. 2, 5, and 8. Yeah, that's it. These are and I believe that's exactly what I marked many of you correct, right? Well, done and cool. Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes.
Go through it. If you have any question, just ask me. Any question? Now, I want you guys to be daring. So, when you go home, I want you now we use you see the question said three consecutive terms, so it doesn't matter if they are at the beginning, middle, or end. So, and we came up with this that it could be a consecutive term, right? It is a consecutive term. A plus 3D, right? A plus 4D. So I want you to go home and use this to solve. You'll get the same answer. So be daring and go and try that. I'm gonna give you a break. Yeah. But I'll leave this on for anyone who want to copy to copy. If you have if you want me to scroll left, right, or wherever, I can do it for you. But I will not, my microphone will not be on. Any question?
No, sir. No.
Benes and Orion, you just joined. But if you came today and everything looks new, then you chose to make things look new because everything we learn I upload so you can watch it at any time. Okay, so in the absence of questions, then I want you to go for a break and come back at 7:35. Sorry, it's 7:35. It's 7 here, so that'll be 11:35. Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right.
Yeah. 12.
I'm proceeding to turn off everything, my video, my audio video.
Okay.
Oh yeah, guys, it was a recorded session. All right, so see you in a different lecture. Bye.